Good morning, comrades, or actually good evening. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Nürburgring, and welcome to a video that I've been procrastinating long enough to make. To the very last moment. It's actually today, well, as you can see, it is actually shot on the same day, 1911, almost 9/11. Okay, let's not get too much sidetracked. I was not only procrastinating, I was actually waiting for the majority of the track day organizers to publish their dates, because today we'll be talking about track days. What are the advantages of them, which track day organizers are there, which ones should you possibly book. And first of all, let's start with the differences, explaining the differences between the track days on one hand and Touristenfahrten or public session Nürburgring on the other hand. Because for the majority of the world outside of Nürburgring, track day means you can go on the track and drive that particular racetrack. However, at the Nürburgring, since majority of you should know that it is as a public road, so Nürburgring itself offers the possibility, the chance for many of you to come here and drive a single lap or multiple laps for between 25 to 30 euros per lap on a day. But it is classified as a public road. It has also unlimited access, so you can go there with sometimes 400 cars on the track. All the cars need to be street legal. The rules of the public road law needs to be abided when you are driving it. So that's what you have there. And on the other hand, you have also track days, where the track day organizer or a third party rents the Nürburgring, Nordschleife or the GP track. But since majority of you, and me myself included, like the Nordschleife more, we're focusing only on Nordschleife here, where the track day organizers rent the track and then sells the spots to his clientele, his people, ultimately to you guys and to me, to drive the track. So first advantage of track days over Touristenfahrten is, as mentioned previously, on TF you can have over 400 cars on the same day, whereas track days are limited. According to the Nürburgring, you are allowed to have maximum, I believe, 120 cars on the track at the same time. Majority of track day organizers limit the actual amount of people allowed to be registered for the track day roughly to 200, and certain track days lower that limit even lower to actually make it more exclusive and even more empty. Now in reality these numbers seem to be quite high, but reality and experience shows that the majority of people are still in the car park, checking out their cars, drinking coffee, eating pancakes. Speaking of pancakes, check out the merch. Eating pancakes at Devil's Diner, if Devil's Diner is open. So on the track day you sometimes encounter only like a handful of cars on the track at the same time, really. So the lower amount of participants should be for you the actual one of the reasons to book a track day. Now second, speaking of participants, usually the level of driving, not usually, almost always, pretty much always, the level of driving is significantly higher. Because think for yourself, someone who comes to the Nürburgring just, well, to be one lap hero, he pays 25 euro to go like kamikaze in TF. These occasions happen, simply as that. And then someone crashes, closes the track for 3 hours. Not saying that during track days you don't have any track closures, but the chances that someone gonna spend 700, 800, 900 euros, a couple of thousand euros on a track day and try to send it are pretty slim. So majority of people either know how to drive or are actually very careful, because as I'm gonna go later on, some track days also offer instructions, which is like included free of charge or at an extra cost. It depends again on the track day organizer. So the quality simply is that you get what you pay for, and since you pay again significantly more than just for one lap for a full day, the quality of driving time and the whole atmosphere in general, that alone should be definitely for you the reason to go out and do a track day over TF. A couple of other track days offer also additional advantages or benefits. Some certain track days allow full-blown race cars out there. This means it doesn't have to be street legal or registered or insured. It can be literally GT3 car. You can have full slicks. This means you can have like also your street car on full slicks if you want to get these couple of last seconds, like Nuno, talking about Nuno, and then brag about the BTG time. This could be an advantage, or on the other hand also maybe disadvantage if you are with a slower car and you want to enjoy it and think like, I don't want to be between those fast guys out there. Overtaking on left and right is allowed, whereas on TF, on public session, only left side is allowed. However, I need to correct myself because some track days, actually, to be honest, again, majority of them, overtaking only left side is allowed. So check always the briefing, check always the rules, and don't be afraid to ask on the day itself, like, yo, are we allowed to do only left, only right, only on a straight, only on an invitation? Always check, it's mandatory to attend the briefing, either in real life or digital because of the world situation. So there is that. A couple of other track days also offer hospitality included. This means pancake, free of access charge. Or maybe they have during the night before the registration, you can go and enjoy their catering, their open buffet, for example, at Manthey-Racing, and a couple of other track days as well. And finally, some track days also offer free technical inspection or free technical service. So this means in the paddock itself, you have a race team, for example, at Schnelle Schwaben, you have Manthey-Racing or Racing Motorsports. During Manthey-Racing, you have Manthey-Racing themselves. So if you need to have tire pressure done, or maybe you are not sure if the condition of your brake pads or tires are good enough, it can be all fixed, and yeah, basically you don't have to be worried that that your car will be in the bad condition on the day itself. And in case you run out of those consumables, they will have them on the spot and help you to replace, or at least to get back home. Most importantly, to get back on the track. And finally, as mentioned previously, some track days also offer instruction included in price. This means you have either in-car instructor that you can book in advance, or maybe you have car-to-car lead and follow instructions that you can book. A couple of track days also on the first hour of the day, it is sightseeing laps only. This means you are only allowed to drive, I believe, 120 kilometers per hour maximum. You're not allowed to overtake. It's really to get into the rhythm, see the track conditions, something that you should be doing in the first place anyway, but this kind of encourages the drivers to do it. So you can either do that, or you can get an extra hour of sleep, depends on what you should be doing. But I always encourage to go like a couple of laps just to see how the track is like and how you and the car are like. Now, having mentioned those advantages, I hope it will get you excited to book a track day, because again, you might want to go extra faster. Now, on the other hand, before I'm gonna tell you about different organizers and their dates, you might ask yourself like, hey, I've never driven the track before, I've never been on any track before, should I go out and do a track day? The experience shows yes, as long as you are asking yourself that question and you are not sure, like, should I be doing this? Then you're already actually quite cautious in your head, in your mind, and you will be driving with a different mindset. Also, a couple of track days offer like special either instruction or a couple of stickers, like rookie, like at Skylimit Events track day, so other people will be able to see you. But get an additional instructor and don't worry, because also the lesser amount of cars in comparison to TF will make it for you more enjoyable to drive there on the track. So again, just go there with the right mindset and get the extra instruction. So let's have a look. I have the full calendar here. So let's have a look. What kinds of track days are there? And again, these track days are all of them I have attended personally. There is not a single one I'm gonna say like, hey, this one is better than the other. I love every single one of them. I love their organizers that I have been friends over like many years, sometimes even almost a decade with some of them. So it's just like everyone is cool, but some of them offer like quite a bit different and offer different extras and benefits. So let's start with Schnelle Schwaben, because it was one of the first ones to publish their track days on Instagram. That's why it's first on the list. Really like that track day. It was the very first track day I attended ever myself back in 2013 or 14, before I was even living at the Nürburgring. Very cool. Also love Jochen, who is the main organizer and always goes with me to the gym. Unfortunately now off season he's going to the gym somewhere else, but we should be doing that again. Important note, only street legal cars there. It's also pretty much like TF in terms of rules. So street legal cars only, overtaking on the left side only. This has to do with the insurance requirements by the insurer of that particular track day. But again, most importantly is that lesser people, you have extra benefits. Sometimes you get like special catering from Magdesenhof. and technical service. Now, following days are there: 18th of May 2022, 25th of July, and 30th of September. Now, moving on, we have Manthey-Racing. Their dates are on 19th of May, on 21st of September, and on 17th of October. Very important notice is that Manthey-Racing, you can only participate if you have Porsche brand car. So any other cars, unfortunately, you cannot. Old 911s, 924, 914, doesn't matter. You can go there. It has to be a Porsche because it's Manthey-Racing. And in the past, if you had an MR kit, you could have a free of charge participation. And one of the last track days, there were so many markets. I actually made a remark when I attended it, like, hey, at what point is it going to be like a costly operation for MR? And actually now, if you have an MR kit, you are only guaranteed to have a spot. It's not free of charge anymore. But amazing track day, because you get great catering on site, and also before that you have great support. You can meet your heroes like Kevin Estre, Lars Kern, sometimes even have a passenger ride with them, or they can maybe instruct you, maybe, if you are pretty special. Nah, they're always like the rules and conditions apply. Sometimes there are taxi rides that you need to book in advance, but it offers lots and lots of great extra things. So if you have a Porsche, this is simply the track day to go to. Moreover, we have destination Nürburgring. Also, absolutely love it, love the vibe, love Darren and his team. On 9th of May, you have the so-called Super Street track day. This means it's dedicated to street cars. On 11th and 12th of July, you have the RingMeisters Pro track day. And it's, according to anyone who has attended this track day, this is one of the best, if not the best track day out there, because you have only 120 cars that are allowed to participate with the track day, not be on the same at the same time on track, but allowing you to be registered. Then you can be there with a full race car. So full race car, full slicks, it doesn't matter, overtaking left and right, and catering is also included. And then finally, on 19th and 20th of September, they have another Super Street track day. This means for street legal cars only. Moving on, trackdays.de on 10th of June and 22nd of August. Trackdays.de, also great track days, and it is similar to Schnelle Schwaben when it comes to actual rules, because it's a German track day organizer, so you need to have a street legal car, but for the rest you have all the advantages of a track day. Now, Skylimit Events. For the majority of you, it requires no further introduction. It's one of our favorite track days from Apex to attend, where we offer like our fleet of cars where you can like hop in from car to car, do just like prepay for just one or two laps, mostly 2 laps. We have taxis there, a whole hospitality lounge. And again, there also you can attend with a full-blown race car, with full slicks, it doesn't matter. And all the race cars have actually their dedicated parking or a paddock at T13, where usually RCN or prototype drives are taking place. It happens on 15th of July and on 23rd of August. And currently they're running a special offer. The first 50 participants will receive an early bird discount of 200 euros on a full day booking, or 100 euros discount on the afternoon booking, because you can also decide if you only want to do half a day or a full day. My dog Pancake is currently drinking, and so in case you're hearing some weird background noises, this is her. Sorry, no Pancake in the shot except for the shirt. Next, circuitdays.co.uk. They're actually, I believe, one of the first ones to offer the track day in the year. First, they're gonna have 2 consecutive days on 19th and 20th of April, then followed by 1st of July and 14th of October. Now, this is one of the most affordable track days. Currently, for 479 euros, you get actually 100 euro or 100 pounds discount if you book before 1st of January, or 560 euros in total. That's, again, it's pretty much a steal. This means like it equals 20 laps of TF, and then with all the advantages. So, like in last year, unfortunately or fortunately, it's been like the best bang for buck track day, because majority of participants are from UK, and with the travel restrictions earlier this year, you had 500 euro track day with only like 50 cars there in total because no one was able to come. And hopefully, I sincerely hope that for circuit days and also Destination Nürburgring this year is going to be completely opposite. I mean, following year, we're already talking about 2022. Now, moreover, we have Pistenclub, and I gotta say, for some reason, in the last, 7-8 years I've been here at the Nürburgring, I haven't attended a single one of theirs, so I cannot vouch for them or say anything good or bad, but all the customers or friends that have been there, they are satisfied. 29th of April, 8th of July, 26th of August, and 7th of October. Now, two more track days that I want to talk about. First, you have Scuderia Hanseat. It's not a track day in traditional sense. It is more of a school driving training that I have attended 3 years ago by now already, back in 2019, where you actually have sector training. So you learn the track by going from sector to sector, and then you need to combine it, and in between you have also free driving that you can actually use it as a track day. You have great catering, great instructors, professional race car drivers, lap record drivers. It is definitely quite expensive. I believe between 2,000 to 3,000 euros. I need to check their website, but if you're like beginner or advanced driver that needs to just like perfect their driving, it is definitely a way to go. I can highly recommend it. But it's not just like you come there and drive, you actually need to do sector training, but it is again worth it. There is some free driving in between, as mentioned, in addition. Finally, DSK. Currently, I don't know, they have nothing on their website, but I have to mention that it's not a track day in comparison like these ones, because here in this case you have a track day where you have an open pit lane. This means you get on the track and you can go non-stop lapping. Again, another advantage of a track day where you have the main straight open, so if your car is capable of doing 300 plus, you can do it there, especially now with the new tarmac for the upcoming season. At DSK you pay for an hour session and you have to come off. You don't have the main straight, so you don't pay for a full day, you pay per hour, and then sometimes it is pretty busy, so again, you get what you pay for, that I like to say that, so be aware before you're gonna go there, because it's not a traditional sense track day. Now I'm gonna finish off with so to say package deals, and not really package deals. I'm not trying to sell you anything, but some dates are so close to each other that it could be interesting for you. If again you have the means, time and money to book those, it could be interesting to look at those. So in May, on 18th of May, we have Schnelle Schwaben. Then on 19th of May, the following day, you have Manthey-Racing track day, so consecutive days. And followed by 20th, 21st and 22nd, you have the Nürburgring Classic and also tourist driving weekend. So it can be something interesting to do 2 days and then 2 TF days and also enjoy the event. Moreover, in August you have on 20th and 21st you have a weekend of TF, of public sessions, so you can get into the rhythm. 22nd you have trackdays.de, and on 23rd you have Skylimit Events. On 17th and 18th of September you have TF. On 19th and 20th of September you have Super Street Destination Nürburgring, and followed by 21st you have Manthey-Racing track day. And finally on 14th of October you have circuit days. On 15th and 16th of October you have a weekend of TF, and then on 17th there is Manthey-Racing. And again, just keep in mind that you need to have a Porsche branded car. It's been a pretty long video. I'm not gonna at this point probably be bothered by looking through all the B-rolls that I can find to spice up the video, because I believe most importantly this needs to be informative. You need to listen to me. You can check out the video description to see which track day you should book, you can book, which makes sense to you. And there is that. And next time I'll try to procrastinate less and make a video in time. But for that, stay tuned, subscribe, like, share, and see you in tomorrow's video. So yeah, 1913, 20-minute long video. Let's see how long it's gonna take me to upload it and edit. So see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.